Hey guys, it's Haley and welcome to another bookish video, I guess. Alright, happy Valentine's Day if you're here watching this on the day that I'm posting this video. I hope you're having a good one. Whether you're spending it with your little sweetheart or you're by yourself chilling on the couch drinking a shit ton of wine, girl, do you. I'm very happy for you. So today in this video, I'm going to be reading 50 Shades of Grey. Not the most romantic selection for Valentine's Day, but I just thought it would be fun and funny, and you know how we are on this channel. We're very chill, we have no filter, so I thought it would be fun to review such a smutty and infamous book on Valentine's Day. And if you don't know what this book is about, I don't know how you can not know what this book is about. It is an extremely smutty romance novel. I use the word romance extremely lightly and I'll get into why. But basically this young girl is just about to graduate from college and her friend works for the school newspaper, and she ends up getting this big interview with this powerful CEO who ended up graduating from their school. So she is going to interview him, but she ends up getting sick. So our main character, Anna, has to go in her friend's place and interview the CEO. And while she's interviewing him, he ends up taking an interest in her and running into her just by coincidence. You know, this huge powerful CEO just walks into like the hardware store where she works. Okay. And they have a contractual sexual relationship because he doesn't want, you know, love or anything like that. He just wants to hurt her. Anyway, it's like very BDSM heavy. There are elements of, you know, dominant and submissive. That's like the whole point of the book. And I am almost halfway through. I'm on page 200 out of 513. Are you fucking kidding me? This is over 500 pages. I don't know how I'm gonna make it through. But here are my initial thoughts on 50 Shades of Grey by E.L. James. Anna, the main character, our main character, is a total stupid, bimbo, dumb bitch. I don't know how someone can be this stupid. I literally hate her. And it's not that she's like, oh my God, the CEO's paying attention to me. Like, that's so crazy. Like, I would like her better if she was like that. But her brand of like dumb is just annoying to the point where I will be reading sometimes and I will just put the book down and be like, I can't deal with her. She speaks like she's fucking 12 years old. Like, this book is crap. And when I say that, I'm emphasizing the word crap because Anna probably says it about 18,000 times just in the first 200 pages. Like, it's ridiculous. He'll look at her and be like, and she'll be like, inside her head, her inner monologue is not like, oh my God, okay. Which is like what would be in my head. In her head, it's crap, double crap. Oh my God, I can't believe this gorgeous man would choose me. And it's just like, I can't deal with the Gone with the Wind, like, innocence act. Like, I can't deal with it. The amount of times she said crap, double crap, ew. She uses these weird like phrases that it makes me feel like she was sheltered as a child or something, because she'll be like, if he's a CEO and he's only in his 20s, then I'm a monkey's uncle. Like, who the fuck talks like that? It's so fucking weird. This girl is not a real person. I've never met a person like Anna, and if I did, I would not want to be their friend. And every time they're doing like sexual things, which happens all the time, obviously, it's a fucking smut book, her like catchphrase is, oh my. I don't know about y'all, but if I was like with somebody and they start being like, oh my, I think I would just bust out laughing. Like, it's very healthy to laugh with your partner during sex. I think that is something that brings you closer to your partner, but that would not be like fun bonding laughter. If I was with Anna and we were, you know, getting down and she said, oh my, I would just laugh at her and be like, here's the door, sweetheart. We can't do this anymore. Also, this girl is 21, almost 22 years old. Like, she's just graduating from college, and she is just now, when she's graduating, having her first sip of alcohol, and she's also a virgin. So she's getting into this relationship, this BDSM heavy relationship, as a virgin, and I just find that extremely unbelievable. Like, how are you gonna go through 4 years of college, never take a sip of alcohol, and never get fucked by like a random frat boy? Okay, maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm projecting on Anna, I don't know. But I just don't see how you can go to college for 4 years and make it out unscathed. Like, maybe, I mean, good for her. Good for her, honestly, but also I don't believe it. Okay, now let's get into talking about Christian Grey, the dominant partner, this powerful CEO, this man who's allergic to love and relationships. He's gross. He is literally so fucking gross. I don't know how anyone can be turned on by this man. I think I would be fine with like the dominant, controlling, you know, man trope during sex and like during smut scenes. Like, that's fine for me. That's nice for me. I don't know, I like that. If he was just like that in the bedroom, I would be fine with it. But it's the fact that he wants to control every aspect of her entire life. He gives her a list of foods that are acceptable to eat and she can't eat anything else. He forces her to work out a certain amount of times a week. He forces her to wear clothes that he picks out. Like, that is just gross, and that is abusive and manipulative behavior, and I hate it, and I don't know how you can be attracted to that. Also, when she first tells him that she's a virgin, he like gets mad. Ew. I hate this man. And okay, so the whole like agreement that's between them, this like relationship, is like bound by a contract. Like, they like sign a contract for like him to be the dominant and her to be the submissive, and it's like in writing, and they have like mutual agreements. That's not sexy. Like, can I just say that? I think I'm speaking for everyone when I say contracts are not like an aphrodisiac for me. Like, I'm not gonna sign a contract and be like that, no. Like, the whole thing about having sex is it's supposed to be like spontaneous and fun. It's not a contractual obligation. That is gross. This is gross. Also, in the contract, it literally says he wants her to call him sir.
The misogyny.
Like, I can't, sir? Sir, can I have some more? Like, what is this, medieval England? Like, oh, sir, yes, I really do much enjoy that. Like, that is disgusting, disgusting. Also, some of the stuff he's into is not just like kinky, it's straight up gross. Like, obviously, I knew I was gonna be grossed out by some of the stuff, but like, I thought it was gonna be more, it was just too intense for me, and that's why I was disgusted by it. But, okay, go off. Dog in the hallway. But the thing that has disgusted me the most thus far is he blindfolded her, drank some wine, and then baby birded it into her mouth, and she was like,
ooh, I love that the wine like was already in his mouth before it was in mine. I love tasting the new notes of like cedar and saliva.
Like, that is fucking gross. I'm sorry, but don't baby bird me anything. I'll take my own glass of Pinot Grigio. Thank you very much. Overall, this book is just giving me like Ugly Love times a million vibes, and y'all know how I feel about Ugly Love. Honestly, I gave Ugly Love a 3-star, and now, like, with the amount that I think about that book with such disdain, I feel like I want to lower it to like a 1 or a 2-star. And this is just Ugly Love on steroids. Like, we should not be feeding women this idea that, number one, a man controlling your whole entire life is somehow attractive, and number two, that you can like change a man who doesn't want any commitments and who's straight up telling you that he doesn't want any commitments to suddenly fall in love with you. Like, that is not the idea we should be selling to women of any age. And it's like gross to me that all these middle-aged women like went through this phase of like reading this book and thinking it's so hot. Like, no, Karen, you deserve more. Like, Also, just a really quick last thought on the representation in this book. Obviously, this book is very white. There's very little representation of any other people. It's also very straight. There's literally no diversity in this book at all, except for one character, and he is a Hispanic American man in college, and he's kind of pining after our main character and wanting her to get out of the situation with Christian Grey and date him instead. She friend zones him, and that's fine, but he can't accept it. That's kind of the situation with him. This character, I just feel like it's weird. Like, E.L. James put in this character so she could have like one minority character, and she's like always addressing it. Every time Jose smiles, it will literally say like, oh my God, how can I stay mad at Jose with his big, bright Mexican-American smile? Is that weird to anyone else or just me? Like, you never are reading like a book with really good representation. Like, Talia Hibbert is not gonna be like, ooh, and he smiled at me from across the room. His nice, big African-American smile. Like, that is just, that gives me weird vibes. I feel like E.L. James is either like fetishizing this man for being a minority or just like trying to overemphasize it to be like, look, I have a Mexican-American person in my book. Also, every time Jose speaks and he has like any dialogue at all, he starts his sentence with Dios mío. And it's like, I don't know, I just feel like she didn't do her research, or she's never hung out with any minority person ever. So those are my like issues. Basically the two main characters, I don't like them, and the representation is horrible. So that is my update. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the book hopefully today, so I don't have to spend another day reading this, and then I will give you more thoughts and drag this book. I hope you're entertained. I'm reading this so you don't have to. Hey vlog, good morning. It's the next day. So I tried really hard to finish this book last night, but I'm so bored. Like, you'd think with this like reputation this book has for being like crazy and sexy, I wouldn't be bored, but like I'm so bored. This plot sucks. Like, the only thing that's good about this is the smut. Kind of, like, it's not even that great, and there's not a lot of it. So all these like middle-aged women who are like, like, I don't know, they need to read like Penelope Douglas or something and they'll be fucking shook, I guess. Also, look at Mochi. Oh my God, so cute. But yeah, basically this book is kind of a waste of time other than the segs. The dialogue is so cringy, like so cringy. The only dialogue I like between the two main characters is when they're emailing each other, because you get some of that like witty banter, but they're just not like that in person. Like, overall, this reminds me of when you're in a 7th grade relationship and you're like too scared to talk to the guy other than when you're texting, and when you're texting, that's the only time you have a personality. Like, that is this. I'm just not into this ugly love-esque message of like, you have to convince a man to love you. Like, you shouldn't have to do that for your partner to show affection for you and love you. So those are my thoughts. I have about 100 pages left, and hopefully I will finish it today. Hello once again, vlog. It's a little bit later, and I have finished 50 Shades of Grey. It didn't get any better, but it did intrigue me. Like, the writing sucks, but there was the last 100 pages I was like, will they, won't they, will they, won't they? And I was like very intrigued on if he was actually going to commit to her. Spoiler alert, if you don't want to know what happens, if you actually care, don't listen to this, but he didn't fucking fall in love with her, which is like, that was the whole point of the fucking book. So like, what the fuck is the point of this? Like, he didn't fall in love with her. I feel ripped off. It ended on a cliffhanger, and now I feel like I need to read the second book. I probably won't, but like I feel like I need to. Maybe I'll just watch the movies. I'll probably just watch the movies. Also, in these last 100 pages is the famous tampon scene. So I got to see what that was all about. I didn't think it was that interesting. I thought it was kind of gross, and that was the only thoughts I have on that. Overall, I'm gonna give this book a good 2 stars because it was intriguing and I like the emails. 2 stars for intrigue and emails. Those are the only 2 things I liked about this book. The characters were really unlikable. I don't recommend it. I don't think you should spend your Valentine's Day reading this. I think you should spend your Valentine's Day, if you're gonna read a romance, reading The Hating Game. And I will hype The Hating Game for the rest of my life because that is the best romance of all time, in my opinion. So 2 stars for 50 Shades of Grey, and that's really all I have to say about it. I hope you liked this commentary and this was a fun little video for you to watch. Happy Valentine's Day, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video if you liked hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. So